Okay, so this is my great grandma and grandpa Brader. Your great great grandma and grandpa Brader. This is his oldest son, my great uncle Dan and Aunt Jenny. And she was a Musketti. Their daughter and grandson are buried behind them, Marlene Brader. And this is the Musketti side. This is my great grandpa and his mom, my great great grandma.
And this was Grandma Shaffer's
Grandma and great grandma. Rose was a Vitula, and that's how we're related to Vitula. My great grandma was a Vitula.
Okay.
Okay? There's other brothers buried out here. Rocco, Tony, they're all buried over in the old part of the Musketti side.
I dropped the seeds.
And we have
Mike Brader and Mary Musketti, my grandma and grandpa. Mike was the son of Dan Sr. and the brother to my great uncle Dan. They had a daughter, Charlene Brader, who married my dad, Anthony L. Shaffer, and his mom and dad, Joe and Anna, who both came from Croatia, were married and had my dad and several other brothers and sisters, of course, and one of them is Uncle George. And then, of course, I got married to Julie, and we had a daughter named Cherie, and that's her grandma and grandpa. And Cherie had a daughter. Her and Josh had a daughter named Kellen.
I don't have enough seeds.
There's 5 generations here.
and Aunt Margie's buried down that way.
Yes. And Aunt Frances.
And Aunt Frances.
Yes. So many more. I mean, I could name many more, but there's so many more. Those matches we got from her,
Yes,
they
I
burned
wish
up in the
that.
fire.
I know. I wish we still had those.
I know, dude. They were so much money.
No kidding.
She had matchbooks. Like matchbook. I think I gave her how much? Like $50. It was in a big tin. It was matchbooks, and it would be like from the Kennedy campaign, from the the Eisenhower campaign. All these matchbooks, and we had a fire above the Oasis. When we moved to California, all our junk went above the Oasis, and we left it up there. My train set, those matches, my Hot Wheels cars. I had a whole collection of Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars. All that, either people stole it or got burned.
Right.
I found a Brussels sprout.
I don't think that's.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so there's Fabrizio.
That's that to me all the time.
And
I'm
then
like,
right
taking a
up
picture of
here.
you recording.
I think it's right.
You never know with him.
Found it.
Brussels sprout.
Look at the carrot. I think it was a carrot.
I'm looking for Kathy and Mark. Maybe I gotta turn around and look this way. There she is.
Timberland?
Right in front of us. Right to
Oh.
So there's Kathy. My cousin Kathy, she got murdered in San Diego in 1970.
And then where's Aunt Margie?
And Margie's buried on top of her.
That's okay. That's right.
And me and you put that plug on that right there.
Okay. Oh yeah, Margaret.
Yeah, so 1990, 10. It was like
Kathy was only 15.
she was only 15.
I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
And Grandma and Grandpa are way past that
Yeah.
statue.
She was so pretty. Oh my gosh.
Hmm. Who was she living with?
Raymond, Dickie, Johnny James, and Thomas Michael.
That's
Are
right.
all Marge's daughters
Marge's
and
son.
along with
There was
Catherine.
one girl and 4 boys.
So Aunt Margie is
And you can
here.
record this. All of them were a piece of crap.
And where are they? Any of them around?
Yeah. So Johnny James died. He was Green Beret Special Forces in
Yeah.
Vietnam. Got Agent Orange and got cancer and died. He was a DA in Chicago. His wife was FBI. I mean, they were all hotsy-totsy. Raymond lived in San Francisco. Thomas Michael, you might still be alive. He's in Washington State somewhere. And Dickie, you know the story
Yeah.
about Dickie. Dickie was here and got put in prison. I don't even know if he's out or if he's around. Don't care. So they all left their mom in the
Yeah, he
mortuary.
wasn't good to his mom. That's right.
Yeah, they left their mom in the mortuary for what? Well, Matt, me and you did this about what?
Couple years, well, right after Grandma died.
Yeah, so 2014. So 24 years they left her in the mortuary. Didn't even claim her body. So we went and got her body.
Marge
and
used to watch Matt and Cherie
that
like
was-
crazy.
that was Margie was Matt's. Yeah. So what am I telling you?
What you were just getting ready to say.
Okay,
Teresa.
So Teresa was a Tedesco. Okay, she was my grandma Tedesco's aunt. No, I'm sorry, my grandpa Tedesco. My grandpa Brader mom was a Tedesco. So that's how we're related to the Tedescos. My grandpa Brader's mom, Mary Brader, which there's 2 Mary Braders, so you got to remember Mary Brader, the older one, was Mike Brader's mom. She was a Tedesco, and that was her sister. So there was John and Teresa and Mary, and that's how they were all related, which means Bill Tedesco and all those Tedescos and my grandpa Brader were first cousins. That's how we're related to Tommy Tedesco and all the Tedescos. My great grandma and Tommy Tedesco's grandpa were brother and sister.
And she married the Fabrizio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now shut off the recording. Aunt Gussie, Aunt Margie, and Aunt Frances were all half sisters.
Through
Teresa.
Teresa.
And she was
And what was her maiden name?
Tedesco.
Tedesco.
Right.
And she had Aunt Margie.
She had Aunt Gussie first, then
Aunt
she
Gussie.
had Aunt Frances, then she had Aunt Margie.